If you are about to pay cash for your next car, stop. Because paying cash at a dealership is one of the most expensive mistakes you can make. And I'm going to prove it to you with real numbers from real financial statements. Meet Alex. Alex did everything right. He researched the invoice price, he negotiated hard, he got the dealer down to $75 above invoice. The salesman shook his hand and said they were basically giving the car away. Alex drove home thinking he'd won. The dealership made over $3,000 on him. And his neighbor Kevin, who saw the car in the driveway, went to the exact same dealership, asked for the exact same model in the same week, paid $2,600 more. Same car, same dealer, same timing. The difference wasn't the car. It was 5 words Kevin said when he walked through the door. There are 14 profit layers built into every car sale. Most buyers never see any of them, but the one that costs you the most money isn't on the sales floor. It's in the room you walk into after you think the deal is already done. Let's pull back the curtain. Alex focused on the number everyone focuses on, the invoice price. Sticker price was $33.5, invoice was $31.2. After 90 minutes of negotiating, Alex paid $31,275, $75 above invoice. If invoice were the dealer's true cost, Alex would have won. $75 in gross profit is nothing, but that $75 is the only number you're allowed to see. It's the surface number. Underneath it are 13 more layers of profit, all invisible, all structural, and none of them show up on consumer websites. Layer 1 is dealer holdback. After the sale, the manufacturer sends money back to the dealer, usually 2 to 3% of sticker price. On Alex's car, 2% meant about $670. 3% would be over $1,000. Alex thought the dealer made $75. Holdback alone put them at 9 to 13 times that. Layer 2 is dealer cash incentives. If a manufacturer overproduced a model, they quietly pay dealers to move it. You'll never see this on the sticker or the contract. You'll never be told it exists. Layer 3 is volume bonuses, sometimes called stair steps. If a dealer hits certain sales targets in a month or quarter, every car sold in that window triggers extra payouts. This is why prices soften at the end of the month. They're not being generous. They're chasing thresholds worth tens of thousands of dollars. Layer 4 is regional incentives. If sales are slow in a specific market, manufacturers can quietly subsidize dealers there. You'd never know unless you worked inside the system. Layer 5 is floor plan assistance. Dealers finance their inventory with loans. Manufacturers often help cover the interest. That lowers the dealer's real cost below invoice. So when the salesman told Alex they were losing money, he was describing one layer of a 14-layer system, and the most profitable layer hadn't even started yet. Alex thought the deal was done, price locked, hands shaken. Then he was led down a hallway into a smaller office just to handle the paperwork. This is the most profitable room in the entire dealership. The person behind that desk is called the finance manager. Don't let the title fool you. They're not processing forms. They're the highest earning salesperson in the building. That room exists for one reason: revenue. From public financial statements, here's what happens in that room. First, loan reserve. When you finance a car, the lender approves you at a certain rate. The dealer marks it up. Approved at 4.5, you're sold 5.5. That extra 1% is pure profit, often $600 to $800 per car. Next, the extended warranty. Big brochure, long list of coverage. Profit margin, $700 to $1,000. And often it's underwritten by a company owned by the same dealer group. They collect the premium and keep the risk. Then gap insurance. It can be useful, but dealer pricing builds in $250 to $400 of profit. You can usually buy the same coverage from your insurer for far less. Then protection add-ons. Wheels, paint, fabric, mats, small items, $0 to $300 each. They add up. That's about $1,900 to $2,100 already. Then come the fees. Documentation fees, $400 to $650 in profit.
Electronic filing, registration markup, temporary tags, digital contracting, notary. Individually small, together $700 to $800. Finance office total, about $2,700 to $2,900 per car. Add that to holdback and incentives, and Alex's losing money deal generated well over $3,000. That's the machine. Now let's talk about Kevin. Kevin walked in confident. He had cash, no financing, straight deal. He said 5 words, "I'm paying cash, best price." He thought that was leverage. It wasn't. Here's what the dealership heard. "I'm about to eliminate $2,000 to $3,000 from your finance office. No loan reserve, no add-ons, no back-end revenue." So the dealer recovered that profit on the only lever left, the car price. Less flexibility, firmer numbers. Kevin paid $2,600 more and thought he did fine. This is the insight almost nobody explains clearly. We're trained to think cash is king, and in most transactions it is. But at a dealership, financing isn't a cost, it's a product. When you remove it, you're not simplifying the deal. You're deleting their highest margin revenue stream, and they will recover it somewhere else, every time. This gets reinforced by how dealers identify buyers. They don't guess, they classify. Test 1 is the clipboard. Name, address, car, cash, or finance. It feels harmless. It isn't. Test 2 is the credit check. It's framed as routine. It's really a commitment check. Test 3 is the loan application, often filled out before you even see the finance manager. Behind the scenes, the dealership's CRM tags you the moment you walk in. Cash buyer, finance buyer, trade-in buyer. That tag follows you through the process and determines how much flexibility you get. So what do you do with this? You align incentives. First, walk in as a financing buyer. Do not mention cash during price negotiation. You're allowed to decide later. At the clipboard, write undecided. That keeps your classification flexible. Negotiate the out-the-door price hard. Invoice is not the floor. It's the ceiling they want you to believe is the floor. End of month and quarter matter because volume bonuses matter. In the finance office, negotiate everything. Warranties, gap, add-ons, fees. Ask for the best number and stop talking. Silence works. Read every document. Confirm in writing there is no prepayment penalty. This is non-negotiable. Then, if the terms make sense, sign the loan. Drive home, pay it off quickly. You financed the car, technically, for a short time. You got the financing buyer price without paying long-term interest. The math only works if there's no origination fee and no prepayment penalty. Always check. Here's what I want you to walk away with. Not just a tactic, but a new way of seeing prices. The sales floor feels like the battle. It's theater. The real money changes hands after the handshake, in a smaller room when your guard is down. Alex wasn't careless. Kevin wasn't stupid. They just didn't know the machine existed. You do now. And once you see the machine, the outcome changes.